Hi Leo, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors, and darlings, this is your reading, 10th to the 16th of August, and we're going to get straight into the reading, darlings. And that's your current situation. Let's ask for your first aspect. Your first aspect, facing your fears and taking your fucking power back. That's your wish fulfillment, your manifestation, why it may be fucked. And then we need your movement, your journey, where the fuck you need to be. Gosh, something was trying to come out there. So what can't you do about this situation, Leo? What is out of Leo's hands for this week? Okay. That's the reconnecting to the true you. And your outcome. So, darling Leos, what started your what the fuck for this week, the 10th to the 16th? There's a bit of a story here. There was a blockage done. You got the Page of Wands. Now this is a naive energy that comes in, but they come in with a little bit of truth, and they show you how to unblock a situation going forward. And then with the Three of Athames, you've got somebody clearly walking away from a situation and heading towards a new open door that is illuminated for them. And I'm going to say, and I'm going to hazard a guess, darlings, that this may have been you acting in a much younger way, but found a way forward to clear the way. But what you found when you cleared the blockage is that a person, possibly an air sign, or somebody who's got qualities of an air sign, has moved away and has turned their back on the situation of celebrations. Now this could have been a wedding, an engagement, a coming together of people, anniversary, that sort of thing, but they have clearly walked away from any possibility of that. And I'm getting that with the Two of Athames, although you'd like to bring it back into balance, I think you're going to have to learn to agree to disagree about this given situation, because I get that an ace, the Ace of Chalices, this beautiful cup full up, overfilling, was offered, and you didn't use your intuition, and something went a little bit awry. Now, if you remember from last week, it told me that you walked away from a chalice, and what I'm getting now is that you are wishing that you had used your intuition and you hadn't. This is going to be one of two ways. Either you're wishing you hadn't dismissed this cup and headed towards the celebration, or you're really regretting letting somebody else dismiss this cup. Because I'm getting that very, very strong connection between yourself and this other person, and I'm getting where you've got 3 and the Two of Athames, that is very possibly an air sign going forward, but it just could be air sign quality. Whoever it was that was in the driving seat wanted the commitment, and it was the other person that didn't want the commitment. They kind of liked the interaction, but I'm getting that although a blockage was cleared, yeah, I'm getting that it was never going to happen. It was never going to happen. And I'm kind of getting that you got the inkling that it was never going to happen. Too many things happened to show you that you were being redirected away from this particular situation. So darlings, facing your fears and taking your fucking power back. You've done that beautifully. You have got the 10 of Athames. This is a completion of problems and issues. You've dealt with each one, and as you've dealt with it, you've made this circle of protection around you, and your 10 turns into the Ace of Athames, a new beginning, a new way forward, a new way of sowing seeds, a new way of cutting away what no longer serves you. But by doing this work, you have built your toolkit up beautifully, and looking forward and taking your power back, you are doing that just lovely right now, Leo. You really are. So those life's lessons that you've learned over the last few months are really coming together and beginning to serve you quite well, I'm getting. And I am getting that you're working through this particular issue, this particular heartache, because I can't see and I can't feel that it's anything else than a lot of regret, a lot of non-verbalized thoughts and feelings that came from, that were yours, but you just didn't open up. You didn't open up. So your manifestation, your wish fulfillment, and why it may be fucked. Now, if you remember in last week's reading, the universe got hold of this and they weren't letting you have it. This week, they've allowed it to come into your manifestation. So if you're manifesting this, you are manifesting a new beginning. It is with a deep desire within you, a fire in your belly. And it's producing these beautiful cherries that are oh so sweet. But you need to get it out of your manifestation and into reality, because if you don't, you will never know the sweetness of that cherry that you need to buy in order to get what it is that you want long term in your life. So darlings, your movement, your journey, where the fuck you need to be. Now, I clearly heard when I laid this card down, you need to be kinder to you. You need to be kinder to you. You put yourself through hell and back, but I'm getting that you haven't got a kind word for yourself. You kind of like, you can give, not a problem, with dignity and grace. I'm getting that. You can give, but when it comes to taking, you don't take lightly. You don't take with dignity and grace. In fact, I think that by taking things, now I'm not talking about financial gain, I'm talking about real, true charity, the kindness of somebody's heart reaching out to you. I get that you have trouble with accepting that. So you have trouble with kind words, you have trouble with people, even if they are trying to offer you words of wisdom. I'm getting that you don't want to hear it. You're just not, no. And I'm not quite sure why. So what you can do about the situation, darlings, is stop letting somebody else try and force you into thinking and feeling the way they do. Or it may be that you've got yourself stuck into a situation where you've had this person in the past that's made you think and feel like that, and you've not lost the ability to get rid of those thoughts and feelings that they've instilled in you. But you really do need to start cutting those thoughts and feelings out, because they are quite destructive towards you, Leo. And I'm getting that if this is a current person in your life, you need to tell them to fuck off, love. End of story. You really do. Because this person is just no good for you. And, you know, with this happening around you, you know that there's no coming back from this. You do know that. But you've had to work on it. And you're now manifesting elsewhere for a different new beginning. But before you can start on another new beginning, you've got to be kinder to yourself, and you've got to cut that crap out. You've got to cut that. That's got to go. Somebody forcing their feelings, their emotions and their thoughts on you, you've got to let it go. So what you can't do about the situation, darling, is you've got the Knight of Wands. Now the Knight comes with a message and says, yes, you're heading in the right direction, but you really need to take notice of the journey around you, because that should be just as enjoyable and satisfying as you get into your destination. So the reconnecting to your true self, you have the Five of Wands. I'm getting, when I put this down, at first I got that you were dealing with a lot of different personalities and egos. But then I got quite clearly that these personalities and egos may not be in reality. And I got that you flipped between personalities. You flip. You've got one personality for public, one personality for at home. And we all do this to a certain extent. We all have different personas. But I'm getting that yours are a little bit off whack. They may be just a little bit out of your control. And you need to rein it in. You just need to be you. You don't need a mask. You don't need to have lots of different alter egos in order to face people in the world. You just need to reconnect to yourself and leave the pretend yous behind, is what I'm getting. So, lovelies, there's your new beginning. You've done your work with your 10 of Athames. And like we were saying, because of that hard work, you have now got this beautiful Ace of Athames, where your seeds, your thoughts are going off into the wind, and they are going to be germinated somewhere else, where you're going to get these beautiful dandelions come up, which is the first nectar for the bees in the spring. And this little mouse that's looking at those wishes and those thoughts and feelings, and he wishes he was going with them. Fortunately for you, that's exactly what you're going to be able to do. But with that Athame, you are drawing down energy from the universe, and it will teach you how to cut out what no longer serves you. But by the same token, as you cut something out, it will teach you how to then sow further seeds for your future. Sorry about the tappy tappy, it's the doggy doggy. And right at the bottom of the deck, lovelies, you have got the World Tree. This is yes card. This card, the roots of this tree go deep, deep, deep. They do. And then the branches splay out over night and day and all of the seasons. This is a go for it card. Just go for it. Whatever it is, now you've cleared that and you've worked on that and you've got it out of the way. You've got it out of your system. It's saying go for it. It's saying, you know, find your new beginning. Get this one into fruition and use this one very wisely, Leo. So let's ask the angels and the ancestors if they've got some knowledge, wisdom and guidance for you for the 10th to the 16th of August. Anything else for Leo? Okay. So, my lovely Leos, you have got the Lord. And he says, take charge with authority. And then you've got the High Priestess, and she says, harness mystic powers. And this is where your High Priestess comes in for the second time. And I believe you had her last week as well, which is telling me that you are beginning to wake up and understand what it means to go with your gut feeling, to understand your intuition. Leos, wherever you are in the world, lovelies, have a very happy birthday. But most of all, please be safe wherever you are, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye for now.